Okay, so here is the completed bathroom in Cyprus, and let me take you through some of the elements here. So we did a sable finish. This is natural wood. It is an alder, and as you can see, it's a recessed panel door with slab drawers. Now the drawers do have a little detail around them to match the detail around the doors, but they are not a recessed panel. So, but that gives you plenty of room to put handles and hardware and things like that. So sometimes it's nice to do, especially when the cabinets look good. Then there's really no reason to make them match the doors. Not all the time, depending on the design that you're going for. The countertop is a quartz. This is actually a remnant piece, which is pretty rare. We typically try to use a whole slab, obviously, but sometimes you get in a situation where a remnant will work, and this was one of those situations. We did a mirror. This is a custom framed mirror, and I designed something that has a bronze tone to it. It also has a brown in it, so it just coordinates well with the cabinets. It doesn't match the cabinets per se, but it does coordinate well, and it adds another design element to it. This is a 1-inch beveled glass, as you can see, so it looks really custom. So on the shower end of it, we did, this had a shower originally, so we kept it a shower. We did lower the dam height though. This dam is about 2 inches lower than the original dam. Slope, everything is still the same. We did a shower enclosure. This is a slider enclosure versus like a door. Because the door, we have another door here. This door was actually not working before. It had some water damage and it had puffed up at the bottom and you couldn't really close it or open it. So now that all works properly. Put a new pre-hung door in here and this is a slab door to match the rest of the house. And then we did new hardware on all the doors, not just these doors. And so then we did this is a slider enclosure, like I was saying. I like slider enclosures for small spaces just because nothing gets in the way. You open it up, you climb in, it's easy to do. Something to think about too, if you have a door on this side, you open up the door, you have to step in and now you're in the shower to turn it on. Where if you have a slider, you can just open up this side and you turn this on, you stay out of the water. I think it's a lot nicer. We did do a grab bar on the back wall here, and this is just a single valve. So it's just a valve with a shower head. And then we did a niche, which I'll show you on the other side. But that's basically this bathroom in a nutshell. So let me show you some of the details. So for these niches, we did a 2-bay niche with a shelf in between that is made out of the same material as the countertop. And we give enough height, as you can see, so that you can have the larger bottles, like the Costco size bottles that have the pumps on them and things, and still get your hands in there. All that stuff is taken into account when we design a shower space or a shower niche space. And here's the other side of the shower. We did a grab bar there, and this again, single valve shower. So we just did the valve and then the shower head at the top. We have this 4-inch band that goes across, and the tile is to the ceiling. So another lighting option is the recessed light in the shower. This is a water-resistant recessed light meant to go in wet applications like a shower. This shower was really dark in the shower space before, so this way brightens it up. Again, gives you another lighting option. We put it on a separate switch than the vanity switch. Replace the fan, tile to the ceiling. So turned out great. So again, this door stayed. This did have a medicine cabinet here, which we then filled in. We replaced the outlets, moved the outlets, because this is a taller cabinet than it was before. This ends up at 36 inches, where a lot of the cabinets from the 80s and the 70s and below, they ended up at like 31, 32, sometimes up to 34, but 36 is pretty significant difference, especially if you've been living with it so low for so long. We had some new plugs, one on this side of the mirror and one on the other side of the mirror, and that's just for versatility. Again, form versus function is always something that you got to think about when you're doing the remodel. And then we have a new vanity light, which we put on a dimmer. So I'm a big fan of lighting options. The more options you have, I think the better off it is. Dimmers are not very expensive. We went with a square sink, and this is a Moen faucet in brushed nickel. And I really like the style of this one. It's called Dartmoor. I think it's a really cool style. And then we matched the same fixtures in the shower. And as you can see from the handle here, of course you can't match these things, so you just get as close as you can. And you just want them to coordinate. You want them to look like they came out of the same, design catalog, basically. So that's the goal, and I think we pulled it off. And again, like all our cabinets, we have a full extension drawer guides with bottom mounted guides. Now these are either Bloom or Salice, are the only kind we use, which are the top of the line, and they come with a lifetime warranty, limited lifetime of course. But what's nice about it is that they are full extensions, so you can see how everything here is accessible and easy to get to. And then of course soft close, just like everything else that we have. So really nice design element there. Functional, will last a long time, with the type of construction that these cabinets are how they're designed and how they're built. And finally the floor, which is designed like a vein cut travertine. It has some creams in it, it has some tans, it's got some grays, a very good neutral palette for this design, and looks like natural stone, which is great. And of course, this is commercially rated porcelain, like everything we use. And the grout also has an acrylic component to it, so it dries non-porous, you never have to seal it. So there is some real good advantages to the new grouts that are out nowadays. And if you use a commercially rated tile, you're gonna have a really good floor that's gonna last a long time. It's gonna be easier to clean than normal cementatious grout. And since it is non-porous, things can't get soaked into it. So they can only either stay in the top or just be on top. And it's a lot easier to clean that way. So, all right, and that wraps up this bathroom. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.